Well, good evening and welcome back, Delmarva. The prosecution now rests in the trial of Austin Davidson. That's the man accused of shooting and killing Wicomico County Sheriff's Corporal Glenn Hilliard in the line of duty. 47 ABC's Hannah Cicchini was in the courtroom today and has the details.
The prosecution has made their case against Austin Davidson after 4 days of testimony from experts and witnesses and dozens of pieces of evidence. They argue when Davidson fired at Corporal Glenn Hilliard last June, he meant for it to be fatal. The defense has argued prosecutors cannot prove that Davidson intended to kill him. When prosecution rested, the jury was dismissed for the day, and when attorneys, the judge, and Davidson returned, a debate over which charges would stay and which would go began. The defense requesting that the first and second-degree murder charges, a burglary charge, and some firearms charges be dismissed. The judge ruled that the murder charges would stay, as well as the burglary charge. However, the prosecution did drop 7 firearm-related counts, saying they had not met their burden of proof. Before court adjourned for the day, Davidson opted for the right to remain silent, saying he would not testify in his own defense.
Now, the jury will need to come to a unanimous decision for each charge Davidson is facing, which could take some time. Well, moving on here, a ceremony was held today to recognize those killed in the line of duty across the state of Maryland in honor of Fallen Heroes Day. The event took place at the Delaney Valley Memorial Gardens in Timonium, where community members and family gathered to honor Maryland first responders, many of whom lost their lives in the line of duty. Now, 4 individuals from the Eastern Shore were honored at the ceremony, such as Fire Chief Neil Payne of the Stockton Volunteer Fire Company, Captain David Inslee of the Salisbury Fire Department, Officer Gregory Collins of Eastern Correctional Institution, and Wicomico County Sheriff's Corporal Glenn Hilliard. Now, Governor Wes Moore was at that ceremony and spoke of their sacrifices.
But being heroic means more than just being noteworthy. A whole lot more. That heroism is about doing something that others are not willing to do. When it comes to service, we know that all will give some, but there are those who gave all. And today we remember those who gave all.
Now, the families of the fallen were presented with a replica of the memorial along with a resolution from the Maryland General Assembly. Well, the Selbyville Public Library is expanding to a brand new location thanks to federal funding that was awarded by the state earlier this year. 47 ABC's Jack Fitchner has more on how the expansion will help keep the community educated and in touch with valuable resources.
Well, there's a lot of growth in town and around Sussex County. Anyone can see that. And our building is really getting to be a little too small for some of the things that we want to do.
Thanks to funding from the American Rescue Plan Act, the Selbyville Public Library is in the process of building a brand new location. The library's director, Kelly Klein, tells us the new location will feature 3 private study rooms, a meeting space for up to 200 people, and an outdoor space where people can read.
Right now, our current meeting space holds about 25 to 30 people. And that's really squeezing them in too. So we need more meeting space.
The Selbyville Library has been open to the public since 1968. Residents say the current location holds great historical factor for the town, and they're excited to hear that the library is getting a much-needed upgrade.
I like this library. Everyone's so nice. And they have a good range of new books. Most of the things they do, the different celebrations and things like that are really interesting, and I'm sure that they could use a lot more space to do, especially for kids, things like story time and things like that.
Other residents we spoke to think the new library will be a great addition to the town.
I think it'd be a good opportunity for the town, and more people can come in to share the books and stuff.
$7 million was awarded by the state to the Selbyville Library in order to make this possible. The new library will be built directly behind the existing one on a new plot of land. In Selbyville, I'm Jack Fitchner, 47 ABC, WMDT.
Now, library officials say federal and state funds have been hugely beneficial for the expansion of that new library, but the library can always use more help. So if you'd like to support that library, they also have several events and opportunities to do so, such as donating on their website at selbyvillelibrary.org under the Support Us tab.
All right, well, hello. DSI is going to return here in just a few minutes. I want to get you to your weekend forecast. We're going to talk about the return of some rain, too, as we go later into the 7-day, but the temperatures are set to go up, and it's going to feel a little more like May here going forward. This is live, our Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam. If you look closely, a little light fog developing in downtown Rehoboth Beach. That could be a problem later tonight. We'll get back to that in a moment. Let's talk about the beaches, though, for Saturday. Mid-60s, still a little cool. I do expect some sun, so if you're going out to the beaches and the boardwalks for tomorrow, still not going to be a bad day, although we're going to be closer to 70 by Sunday, so maybe a better beach day for Sunday. But this weekend, inland Delmarva, low 70s tomorrow, upper 70s on Saturday. Early morning fog, a problem both for tomorrow and Sunday, but that's the only problems I foresee. Well after sunset, though, on Sunday, our first shot for a couple showers, and we'll go into a better chance for rain into early next week. Today hit 68 at the Salisbury Airport, just a touch below average. We should be closer to that for tomorrow. Actual highs across Delmarva in the mid to upper 60s. A few places near 70, like in Wallops, closer to the ocean. 64 in Ocean City, a high from Melfa, and 64. You know, we had our full moon today, in case you're wondering why anybody near you was acting crazy, right? This is the full flower moon from our full moon aficionado, photographer Charles Fleming, who always sends us great pictures of the full moon. This is out of Salisbury. Thank you, Charles, for that. Alex Bosman, our NewsHour producer, took a picture of how nice the afternoon was as the clouds are moving into Salisbury. A great evening in Snow Hill. That picture from Janet. And Joe Lee, one of our weather watchers in Bishopville, a great shot of the blue sky. That's Ocean City there across the Assawoman Bay from the Bishopville area. Speaking of weather watchers, 52 from Josh right now out of Marion Station. We're in the low 50s here, mid 50s just off to the west. There isn't any major change in temperature, a little cooler to the north, but nothing major happening. It just shows you with the temperatures being static like that, the overall air mass is quiet. That's high pressure. That's good news if you want decent weather for the weekend. So here we go, high pressure moving in just for a short time. This is going to take us through Saturday into our Sunday as well, but it's already moving off the coast. Batch of showers and storms approaching the mountains by Sunday afternoon. And we're going to stay dry during the day, but some of the high clouds coming off the top of those storms, they're going to find their way to us throughout the day on Sunday, getting into a chance of a shower or storm Sunday evening. 44 to 49 tonight under scattered clouds, some fog developing. You saw it there in Rehoboth Beach, and it could be thicker late tonight. Early fog tomorrow giving way to a nice, mostly sunny sky. A really, really nice afternoon in all locations here. Brazier's Carpet Care dog walking forecast. It gets you to some jacket weather to start, but won't need it for the afternoon there unless you're going to be out on the beach or the boardwalks, but still a nice afternoon. 78 on Sunday. 81 on Monday with showers and storms possible in the afternoon. This is also going to come with a little bit of humidity into early next week. Best chance for showers and storms Tuesday, a little cooler on Wednesday, a really nice end to the week. More DSI coming up on the other side of the break with Brandon and Cole. Stay with us.